Joining the crew, Vegapunk, new straw hat. Vegapunk for straw hat. Hello everyone, it's Laffy Chaffy. Welcome to my reaction and review of One Piece chapter 1067, Punk Records. Fantastic chapter, a lot of setup, a lot of moving pieces here, so let me know what your thoughts are. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe if you've seen any of my previous reviews or reactions, and let me know if you like this one as well, and you'll get notified of any future content here. Like the video too, it helps out a lot. Also check me out on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram for more One Piece, gaming, and anime content. But without further ado, let's dive into One Piece chapter 1067, Punk Records. Now we are going to go into chapter 1067, Punk Records, which I am excited for. And there is a Caesar and Judge reunion happening right here. I forget, who are you again? Judge versus Caesar. Oh shit. Some old co-workers getting at it. That is a pairing. But moving on to the manga. We're picking up where we left off with the current day Vegapunk. Bonnie, pissed. A most curious head. Yes, indeed. What happened to your head? It used to be like a massive light bulb. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it. We're not talking about hair here. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. What the heck? And Luffy's just jumping around. Oh, it was because they learned levitation now, so they're jumping around. I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like an air balloon. That was his real head. Oh god, so it was getting large, like, width-wise as well. So that's crazy, because when we saw him in the time skip, it was just kind of like a long head like a Fukurokuju, but yeah, it was very large noggin he's got there. Well, that's because I ate the brain fruit? Huh? That's because I ate the brain fruit. Ouch! Pardon me, I bit my tongue. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate the brain fruit. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge. Wow. Really? Okay! Japanese, he gets his tongue trying to say the fruit's name. Nomi. The Nomi. Nomi. I see the joke there. That's so funny. The Nomi. Okay, that is fun to say. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge, and makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Having an unlimited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. Now I have the largest brain in the world, and it continues to grow. Still? Did you put it somewhere? That's awesome! Have you got tons of medical knowledge too, Dr. Vegapunk? Naturally! Wow! Okay, that's interesting. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy, because you cut your brain out? Don't write off a genius, you rascal! You see this apple here? It's an antenna. It is. Oh, it is connected to the other ones, I bet. Take a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records under the giant egg? That's where the hangar where I keep my brain. Oh, it's not attached. What? Isn't that way too big? There's no harm in being away from it since my antenna can pick up the brain waves. What? You met a girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja? Each one is a facet of myself and an expert of their own key field of study. You'd get my full personality if you combined them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. What the? Okay, so they are connected then. Okay. Each of them connects to Punk Records once a day to synchronize our memories and knowledge. Since their dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experience is that much greater. Wow. Oh, this isn't in order, and that makes me really mad. But we've got... Oh, Shaka. I called him Taka. That's what he's... Taka. Shaka. Shaka? Shaka Laka? Lilith, Edison, Flare, Pythagoras, this little robot guy, Atlas, Wrath, and York. Desire, but she was hot and now she's eating again. You were all the same brain? I find it difficult to wrap my head around that. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain, all of humanity would have access to my knowledge. Well, that's a dangerous but very interesting thought. Then if the population of the world went on to update punk records themselves, it'd create a sea of information that'd surpass even my brain, what my brain can accomplish alone. Humanity would share one mind. That's weird. So I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world? Naturally. Wow! I hate Chopper's voice. I'm doing it and I hate it. But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't that bias lead to trouble? You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea, but science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. That's your problem, Vegapunk. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why Dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. Oh, Jesus! Whoa, stop it, Bonnie! That beam saber is defective! Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it earlier. Turn my dad back to normal. Uh-oh. Phew. Fucking lightsaber ass. If you think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies? Killing him? What does that mean? Oh, this is Jinbei talking. I was like, what? Don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit the switch off, Bonnie! That beam attracts a ludicrous amount of bugs? What? Bugs? Oh boy, all the... She skipped bugs. She's like Perona. Maybe it's the pink hair. Check it out, Bonnie! A giant stag beetle! Aw, the Luffy beetle comes back! This isn't time for beetles! Look at her, she fainted! Ah, that makes perfect sense. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. Like, she just fainted, like that was it. That's how we get her out. Why is this a lightsaber? Oh, it's a light. I get it. Fucking Mothman. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like... Aw? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kite... Oh my god, we're talking about Momonosuke! Oh, you're talking about Momo. I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Defective? What do you mean? That was an artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless researches, but I couldn't get it quite right. Oh god, please don't tell me this is gonna... What is happening? Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido. But it worked out just fine. He can still spit fire, and he's super strong. He's the guardian deity of Wano now. You really made that? Awesome. And his color? Pink? Yeah. Transform, you see, what a monumental failure. Wait, is that it? Is that the only difference between Momo and Kaido? Of course, that would be what he deemed a monumental failure. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist. Oh my god. So, I mean, come on, Momo. So, damn. It was pink. What about this robot? You made it too, right, old man? Make it move! I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Marishwa about 200 years ago? Huh? Okay. Okay. The legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Marishwa 200 years ago. Yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. What? No way! The objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. It seems the world government ordered its destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. Huh. Okay, that's why they hid it here, to be passed down without the government's knowledge. Oh, how'd they manage that? What? Good job on finding this place. From the town, the entrance should look like a wall. We just stumbled here since we were all old and senile. Yeah, we were plain old lost. That's a shame. Ooh, now they're watching that 200 years ago. Oh, this is what Shaka wanted to show them. The giant, 200 years ago. That's around the time the Fishman rights movement started to gain ground. A reference to chapter 620. So you're saying that robot climbed the Grand Line? Most likely. I created Vega Force 01 based on what I learned from it. But I like the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. There's something you couldn't recreate? Its power source. In the past, they had a power source that would upend our modern ideas of what's possible. It's cola! Super cola! Well, at any rate, it's good to know Luffy and the others are okay. Who's that girl, though? That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. Oh, I guess they don't know because they got separated by the time they found her that she was in the water spout. That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. I thought the one we saw before was a little girl. Oh, okay, so they did see her. It was just, yeah. And the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg her to forgive you, old man. You young dolt like you know anything about it. There's something I have to give her. Oh? Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat Luffy. Can you please take me away from Egghead? Huh? Oh my god, Vegapunk is calling. Joining the crew, I'm calling it. Joining the crew, Vegapunk, new Straw Hat. Vegapunk for Straw Hat. Oh no, it's Cipher Pol! This is Cipher Pol. Oh shit. Ah! Okay, they're all getting destroyed. The giant, the robot sea monsters. This is Cipher Pol. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. I gotta change the music for this. This is Cipher Pol. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. What poorly trained pets. Ah! Ah! Reports indicate that Jewelry Bonnie was spotted making her way here too. Oh, that's the Sephirim. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She's served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. Oh, Jesus Christmas. They look horrifying in those masks. I just want to say, all of them. Even the pigeon, especially the pigeon. Reports indicate that Jewelry Bonnie was spotted. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She's served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. What did she do? Because she was in reverie. She was... Shaka, there's a government ship. It'd be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us? And why did they bring Rob Lucci? Rob Lucci! I say we just hand this riffraff off. After all, that Lucci fellow is an assassin, right? What? Rob Lucci? Oh, that's so cool! Hey, hurry up and give us our legs back! No, that guy's still around? You can't let them in! Don't you worry, Robin Tron. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Tell them to hand over the Sephirim and leave. We're declining their request to dock. Huh? I doubt agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle! And we're getting revolutionaries! Ah! So many things are happening! Prepare for battle? Okay, that's enough to take in. Let's move on. Kamapaka Kingdom, Grand Line! With Kuma, Dragon-san. Kuma-san's acting weird. Kuma-san. Wait, we're trying to repair you. Kuma? What's wrong? Is he still being controlled by the Navy? Oh, he's like shaking. All this, so much. Oh, God, he's running. Oh, God. Kuma. Kuma-san, where are you going? You're in no state to be moving like that. You're still not yourself. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma! Kuma-san, come back. Oh, he's like tripping over all these wires and stuff. What the heck? Talk to us, Kuma. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. We are not done fighting. The Revolutionary Army is just getting started. A mad dash to where? Break next week? No! Oh man, I've never seen Dragon have, like, emotion before. That was insane. What the heck? Okay, Kuma suddenly starts freaking out. Why? Is it because of Vegapunk or is it because of CP0? Oh, what the heck? Luffy versus Lucci is a fan favorite rematch? Ooh, yes, please. I 100% want that. But I kind of mentioned this last time, but I'm kind of the opinion that Lucci's really got to prove himself if he thinks that he can go up against Luffy now. I'm sorry if I'm not giving him enough credit, but from what we've seen of Luffy, we haven't really seen what Lucci's been up to. I'm sure he knows hockey and all that stuff, and he's been training, but Zoro's about to solo ups. Yes! Oh, because Zoro's on the ship. Please have Zoro solo up time. I would be down for that. I agree. So there's like 3 different things to talk about here. We've got the Vegapunk moments, then we get the quick thing with Cipher Pol, and then we even get the Revolutionaries at the end. Let's talk about the first part, the main part of the chapter. Overall, this was a good chapter. And the thing that I'm hung up most about with this section, ignoring the Cipher Pol and Revolutionaries, is that Vegapunk wants to leave. Specifically, he needs Luffy to take him off the island. Because is he being held there by the Marines? Is he wanting to, like, fake kidnapping so that he doesn't have to obey the world government without directly going against him? Against the world government? Does he want to go to Elbaf? Does he want to meet up with Dragon? There's so many possibilities. Yeah, see, I feel like Elbaf would be a good reason for him to want to go. But also maybe just wanting to get away from the Marines itself. Right, because I actually forgot about that plot, because I knew that they were going for Vegapunk, but I forgot it was because they actually wanted to take him out. So Vegapunk, that's why he wants to leave the island, under Luffy's protection. I mean, hey, Shaka over here is like, alright, well, we're not letting them in. Prepare for battle, I guess. Just casually preparing for battle against the Cipher Pol as a government ally. So that's a little Stussy Baka, but sorry, that was bad. And now we're gonna finally have our Straw Hat, our new addition to the crew. We get 1 per arc. Jinbei was technically back in Fishman Island, technically back in Whole Cake Island, and now even technically, Jinbei joined the crew officially in Wano, so sorry Yamato, the space was already full. But now, with our new arc in Egghead Island, Vegapunk will be our Yamato. And we will take him to sea to live Odin's legacy. I don't know if we want Vegapunk's side boob. That's not... No, I'll do without that. But hey, Vegapunk could join the crew. He's got a lot of connections. He's got Frankie, he's got Sanji with Judge in that background. And you got Usopp just for like engineering and stuff. We got Chopper, Dr. Vegapunk, as he says right here, doing medicine, learning all about, he has an unlimited amount of knowledge about medicine. That's a lot of Straw Hats. Robin now, they have a connection to Robin for, of course, the Void Century and like, what does he know with that? But he has the connection to the Giants, who has a connection to Saul. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't Vegapunk have a connection with? Luffy? But now Luffy's gonna be taking him out to sea, so... Nami? He's got cloud technology. I'm sure he knows a lot about weather science. Brook, he's old. But yeah, so this is a lot of exposition. I kind of don't like how they got rid of Bonnie. I thought that was kind of cheap. Just the fact that all the bugs made her pass out. And so that's how they dealt with the fact that she was so angry for Vegapunk. I feel like they could have talked to her or something, you know, not just have her pass out so they don't have to deal with it. Oh, but the Momo thing was super cool as well. Momo is indeed just the same as Kaido. He's just pink. So yeah, Momo, you got a lot of growing to do because there's nothing holding you back like we may have thought. Oh, and then we need to talk about this Iron Man, bro? Iron Man, bro? Climbing the red line? Attacking Marijois? What's that about? They didn't know what it was or where it came from. But then it was hidden on Egghead Island so that the technology could be passed down. But it was really just a robot, like no one was in it. So this possibly gets rid of the theory that it had to do with old ores. What are they, Oni giants? So I wonder if there is any connection to the ancient giant race. Oh, because it's power source. That's what it was. But they don't say. He doesn't say what the power source is. It's cola. I'm calling it now. The robot is powered by cola. And Frankie is a fucking genius. Ahead of his time in every way. I really want to know this power source now. What is it? Now we talk to the Bonnie Kuma thing. Because the end of the Vegapunk scene ends with him wanting to give something to Bonnie because he did a terrible thing. Oh, last message. Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. That Vegapunk wants to give Bonnie like his will, so to speak, like his his last message or imagine it's a video to Bonnie. Oh, I'm crying. And then the fact that later in the chapter we see that Kuma is suddenly flipping out. Ooh, we see like shirtless Kuma too a little bit. Shit. And he is just sprinting off and not saying anything. And Dragon and Eva are both freaking out. Which, like I said, this is a lot of emotion from Dragon right here. Why would he just start sprinting off? It's like he was given an order from Vegapunk, from the world government because he's still brainwashed. I don't know, but he's off doing something. It's kind of creepy. I mean, imagine the size of Kuma and all robot and not speaking, and he just suddenly starts sprinting. He cracked his face. I mean, Jesus. Is this going to be really Kuma-centric? I mean, it's already Kuma-centric, but what if... Because we have Sephiroth Kuma coming because of the CP0 showing up. And what if we get real Kuma here? And then we have Bonnie in the center of all that? That's a little traumatizing. I don't know about that. A lot of emotional shit. We barely know Bonnie and Kuma, but hell, if I'm not feeling the feels, bro. So we'll have to wait and see where Kuma is going. And does that mean... Hold on. Say Kuma, for some reason, is going to Egghead Island. Does that mean the Revolutionaries are going to follow him wherever he's going? Because I could really go for a Dragon and Luffy reunion. Reunion? Is it really a reunion if they never fucking barely ever met? Interaction. They need more people to take out Vegapunk. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Lucci's great. He's strong, and I am excited to see how much stronger he has gotten. But I don't think Lucci stands a chance against the Straw Hats as a whole. I mean, but he's specializing in assassination and stuff, so maybe he has some underhanded tactics to go in there quietly, not a full front assault. But they're showing up the doorstep, knocking on their door, saying, "Let me in," and Vegapunk's saying, "No. Hand over the Sephiroth, we're busy. Just Go on. But Lucci already knows that Bonnie's there. So they're the seams of Vegapunk perfectly working with the world government are already tearing, it seems, because they're gonna know that Bonnie is there and that Vegapunk does not want them to be seen. But no, seeing everyone... I mean, yeah, I mean, memes aside, we're gonna get some Stussy action because we've only seen her really be an informant and spy. So I'm excited to see what Stussy's got. And we've got Kaku, of course, a Kaku and Zoro battle rematch. Ugh. Zoro is not going to be able to handle the pure power that nature presents. The giraffe. I mean, Zoro did a lot of training. Sure, Zoro might have scarred Kaido, but can he take on nature's wrath once more? The pasta machine himself. It's going to be a tough battle. And Zoro with Brook. They're both staying stationed at the Sunny, which of course isn't in the ocean port. It's more onto the island, but they might be the first ones to come across the Cipher Pol, which will be very fun. I need some Zoro action. I need it. The brain thing. Let's talk about that. Let's wrap it up with a discussion about the Nomi. Ugh, that's never gonna get old. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate the brain fruit. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge and makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Having an unlimited databank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. Now I have the largest brain in the world and it continues to grow. So, the physical brain was not split up into each of the satellites, like I had said last chapter. Instead, it's just being held in a garage somewhere with an antenna on it, in which Vegapunk himself, the Stella body, and all of the satellites all share a connection. It's at the end of the day, they all give their knowledge and their, their progressions of the day to the brain. And then they all get it. So it doesn't, but they are they're speaking with each other, but I don't know if that's because of their actual earpieces that they seem to have, or if they can communicate through the Apple antenna through the brain. Because the way that he made it sound, it's like just at the end of the day, they're like, okay, here's all my knowledge, here's the download. But it might be a perpetual thing that they can all speak through each other too. I haven't seen Vegapunk able to talk to the other satellites. The satellites have talking amongst themselves, but Vegapunk has not. So if we see him talk, then we can say that they can all talk through the brain, the main brain. But right now it might not be the case. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I'm excited to see Vegapunk's brain, because hey, there's a theory. Look, Oda is just getting all the theories of what Vegapunk looks like just right out the gate, because we got all the crazy looks for all the satellites. We've got the old Einstein man, classic. And now we have that he's a brain in the jar. So he's all of the character types, all in one. And you know what? After 20 years of wondering what Vegapunk looks like, 15, whatever you want to call it, he deserves a lot of character design. And so that's what we get. My bet is that they're communicating not through the brain. I don't think that's how it's happening. I'm just throwing it out there. I think they're communicating through their actual, communication devices, whatever those are. But hey, you couldn't pick a better fruit. We got Vegapunk's devil fruit. We got the fact that Vegapunk wants to escape, probably knows that the government is after him, preparing for battle against the Cipher Pol, while the Cipher Pol know that Bonnie is there. Do the Cipher Pol know that Luffy is there? I don't think so. I think they would have brought a bigger boat. If they knew that Luffy was there, they'd be bringing some backup. They'd be bringing at least an admiral. Come on. They're in for a surprise, I think. But yeah, we got that. We got Cipher Pol's coming. They know Jewelry Bonnie's there. And they're wanting to take out Vegapunk. Lucci showing up, confronting Luffy again. And throughout all of this, as Vegapunk mentioned that he wants to give Bonnie something, which I think my leading theory is that it is maybe a goodbye note from Kuma for Bonnie. Vegapunk joining the crew, Sorry, Yamato. Vegapunk's joining the crew. And where they will go next, and how this whole Bonnie, Kuma, and Sephiroth Kuma is all going to be resolved. But hey, hope you guys liked the chapter. This was super good. There was a lot to talk about in this chapter for sure. Let me know what you thought about the chapter, what part of it you were most excited about, what part was craziest, what do you think about the Nomi Nomi Nomi, what do you think about Kuma running off? And how do you think Lucci and Luffy, the long-awaited rematch between Lucci and Luffy, how do you think that's going to go? Do you think Lucci stands a chance against Luffy? That's the question. So yeah, that wraps up my chapter review. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a good night, morning, evening, day, wherever you are. And this is Beppo signing out. Bye! Good night, everybody. Goodbye. Lucci will never stand a chance against Luffy.